Good evening. Good evening. It is 9:40 p.m. on a Monday, July 1st, 2024. We are exactly 23 days away from veterans reporting to training camp and the Browns heading to the Greenbrier. Thank you for joining me. This is the Burning River Browns Talk on the Fanatical Elves Network, a subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. I am Lou Marconi at lmarconi251 on Instagram, at lmarconi1973 on Twitter X. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Fanatical Elves, great place to get great Browns content. What I want to talk about tonight, and you can tell by the title, is we've been hearing chatter, we've been hearing talk about Nick Chubb being ready for week one against Dallas. We're a little bit over 2 months away, September 8th. I mean, yeah, we're like, I don't want to do math in my head. So please, it's probably what, 69 days away. So, and I'm just want to talk about it, but people have been talking about it, but let's get serious about it. But before we do that, I do need to pause for a word from our sponsors. All right, we're back. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get some serious talk on this. I'm going to go back to earlier this month, reports that I have heard, and I'm just going to go on information that I have, and that I've known. We saw those videos. Okay, those videos are not at the Browns training facility. They're letting him go to Georgia and do that. He's at his high school in Georgia, as far as I understand, working with the people, his trainers and his rehab people, working with doctors. So he is doing all this, and people are impressed at how far he's come. Now, I've always said this story. He had his second surgery middle of November. I'm guessing November 14th and November 15th of 2023. I was at the final home game last season, the Thursday night primetime game hosting the New York Jets when the Browns defeated the Jets to clinch a playoff spot. That's right. We won the game, but before that game, the person to come out and smash the guitar to start the game was Nick Chubb. 6 weeks after his second major knee surgery, I saw Nick Chubb walk out with no limp, no crutches, climb those stairs, put on the safety goggles, which was the Batman mask, which was great, and smash the guitar, walk down the stairs, and walk away. No help, no assistance, no limp. 6 weeks after his knee surgery. I noticed that. And I said that. My wife was with me, and I said, she doesn't follow football or the Browns as close as I do. But I had to explain it to the people around us. I said, this is a good sign. He's already doing that. So that told me he could very well be ready possibly earlier in the year than week 8 or week 10 in 2024. And slowly but surely, you've been hearing good stories about how he's doing and where he's coming from. And I think earlier this month, I heard one of the other podcasters that I respect, and I respect them a lot. That's why I had reason to believe what he was saying was true, was that he was squatting. Video surfaced of him running just a few weeks before in Georgia. I think it was at a college. It wasn't necessarily his high school, on an indoor track. He's running. So he's out running. He's squatting. We saw him doing the drills and the lateral movements, the videos. And I asked the question a few weeks ago while I was doing the Friday night show. I think I had my guest on from the Dog Chug, which I think is Ed in Columbus, and of course Sherry, friend of the show, colleague, great co-host. I said, "How much is he squatting?" That's the real question. And it was confirmed by a second source, and that second source was Cameron Justice, and she's very good at her job, and she's very reliable and with dependable information. So, if that's the case, how much weight is he squatting? Cameron didn't say how much weight he was, and neither did the Cleveland podcaster, the other podcaster, who's both of them I have a tremendous amount of respect for. And I was messaged, or actually commented during the show, by Tim Lyons, who's a Bengals fan. He's a Bengals person. He's not a Browns person. Said he was squatting 495 pounds. Yeah, squatting 495 pounds about 3 months out from opening game. From the opening game, we're about 2 months and a week from opening day. I don't see him doing any runs in the preseason. There's no reason to. But could I see him playing in week one? Based on the information I'm seeing, it's looking like that's going to happen. To me, it looks like if he's squatting 495 pounds, he's doing those lateral movements, he's putting in all that work. He started out healing great. Why not? We went from hoping he'd be back by week 10 to being back by week one and taking what, maybe 10 carries, 15 tops. Not giving him the full workload right away, ease him into it. We're going to need him later in the year when he's full go. If there's anybody that can come back from that, it's him. It's Nick Chubb. Crazy to even think this. Insane. After we all saw that knee injury, most guys would never come back from it. He might come back even stronger. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, it would. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys joining me. Taking it seriously, I could see it happening. I don't see why not, barring any setbacks he might have. And keep in mind, the Browns aren't going to say this. They don't have to say anything. There's no injury report. I think the injury report comes out the Wednesday before the game. So just doing some math, September 4th, that's when we'll know for sure. I'm sure we'll hear a lot of rumblings. We'll see. He might be practicing. If he's ready, the team thinks he's ready. Doctors thinks he's ready. He thinks he's ready or feels that he's ready. He'll be out there playing. He wants to play, which is phenomenal. It's just fantastic. And I hope he comes back and he comes back hard and playing his best football. I really do. As a Browns fan, yes, and even as a human being. We go through tough times, we go through down times for a reason because we come out of them stronger. So thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please, this is the Burning River Browns Talk on the Fanatical Elves Network, which is a subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. I am Lou Marconi at omarconi251 on Instagram, at omarconi1973 on Twitter X. Yeah, I think Nick Chubb's going to be playing week one. And I'm not just speaking in hyperbole. I legitimately feel this can happen. And I wouldn't be surprised if he has at least 10 carries. And I think that would be a huge boost for this team to see him out there playing, and a huge boost for that crowd playing Dallas September 8th. Can't wait. I can't wait for the season to start. I am so excited. I mean, we're about 5 weeks away from the first preseason game, which would be August 10th. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And always remember, when the river burns, it burns brown and orange. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.